Hey everybody, it's Andrew and welcome back to Wolf Girls Right than last we left off. I don't think this bears any explanation. Yeah. The moment I'm about to come to my senses, I feel my own hand move as well. I gulp as a soft moan escapes from Rory's lips. Far too late to do me any good, I finally realize what's going on. It looks like Fuyu wasn't the only one getting excited at the hot spring earlier. Oh, you don't say! But even so, taking advantage of another girl like this is kind of... there's a couple of different directions you could have gone with that, really. Thinking over my internal dilemma, my hormones eventually went out. I start to help Mirai fulfill her primal urges. I have a choice whether to use my hands or mouth to help her and choose accordingly. But in the middle of our moment of passion, Mirai begs me for something I cannot give her. And with that... I'm sorry, Mirai, I just can't do this to you. Not like this. I know that you don't really want this. You're just being driven by instinct and acting on impulse. I know I'm just taking advantage of that. Regretfully, Mirai begins to dress herself. She looks dejected as she stares down at herself, but doesn't protest at all. As forceful as she was acting moments ago, Mirai isn't going to try to make me do something I disagree with. Well, there's that. That's good. Yeah. Besides, seeing that Mirai is now fully dressed, I turn to face her. This isn't the kind of thing you should do on the spur of the moment with someone you barely know. You should say this kind of thing for someone you love. Mirai freezes. Eep. After a few seconds of silence, she tilts her head up and looks me in the eye. Then, as long as I love either person, it's okay? Don't you dare try and twist that, young lady. Boop you on the snoot. Boop. What's wrong with me? And if either person feels the same way about you, then yeah. I see. So you don't share my feelings after all. Huh? Mirai shuffles off the bed and stands up. She then walks over to the doorway and stops just before passing through. I'll just have to keep working hard until you do. Aha! Saying so with a volume no greater than a whisper, Mirai leaves my bedroom, closing the door behind her. Even after Mirai is gone, I stare at the door silently for a while, trying to piece together everything that has just happened. Whatever it was that just transpired, I don't think I'll ever be able to look at Mirai the same way again. Since the night I spent with Mirai, she's undergone an unexpected but not unwelcome change. Her attentiveness has increased several-fold, and so has her attention to detail. She's been working dutifully to earn her key, but at the same time, she appears to be by my side at every spare moment she gets. As a result, my cabin seems to be permanently filled up with the smell of food, and the entire place is cleaner than it's ever been before. On the other hand, however, Addison, I'm all done cleaning the kitchen. You know what that means. I know. Come here. Ha. Mirai lets out a brief cry of pleasure as I pat her head. I pay my wolf girl maid in head pats. I mean, you could also, do scritches, belly rubs. It's cute. But, okay, it's just cute. That feels so good, Addison. Your hands are to die for. You are twisting this into a filthy little... No. Dirty girl. Dirty. Naughty thoughts. I don't think I'll ever be able to leave you now. Real subtle, Mirai. She's a master of flirting. Oh my god, she's such a dork. Lately, Mirai has been really driving home the fact that she doesn't want to leave my cabin. Strangely, Fuyu hasn't been getting on her case as much about it either. She seems to be torn about whether to reprimand Mirai to go along with her selfishness. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing about all this. Addison, when you finish reading, would you like to, where we left off of the night? Uh-huh. She's trying to... Okay, yeah. Obviously she's trying to earn affection through completing her tasks and everything. But okay, then again, it's just kind of like, if I'm a good maid, will you fuck me? That is some prime dollar store paperback book smut right there. The kind with the really awful and cheesy artwork on it. Ugh. I've read a couple of those, and they are awful. It's just some of the worst trash ever put on paper. Mirari, what are you suggesting exactly? Well... Oh, jeez, don't let me say it. You know what I'm talking about, Edison. The entire neighborhood knows what you're talking about. Can't you two lovebirds keep it to yourself? Lovebirds? Tee-hee. The sight of Mirari is strangely entertaining. Mirari smiles, her cheeks red as she accepts Fuyu's designation without protest. I suppose it'd be inappropriate to go any further while Fuyu's here. Very well. We'll hear this discussion later. No. Keep her here. Bring her into it. No, I'm kidding. For the time being, I'll return to cleaning. Don't neglect to reward me once I'm finished, Edison. Yeah. Sure. Just left sitting there. What a book, just kind of open, limply on the lap, staring off into the distance with a slightly puzzled look on her face, just kind of halfway between blank and one brow cocked. Whatever you say, Mirari. Gross. Oh, shut up, you prude. It was bad enough when the prince was acting on her own. Now that you've started playing along, she's getting even worse. Playing along? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. I know exactly what's going on here. The princess wants to stay here with you, and you're letting her think that she can. You're both using each other, yet you're too dumb to realize it. Come on, Fuyu, don't be like that. Brian and I are just making the best of a bad situation. You both know that she'll be returning to her pack soon enough. Human, do you actually believe what you just said? Well, she might want to believe it. Fuyu narrows her eyes and glares at me coldly. The princess is serious about staying here. With you. Her advances on you are not a joke, and I think you know this. You're going to have to give her your answer sooner or later, Addison. If you don't, that girl will surely force your hand. Fade to black, ominous. That will... Okay. Back into the bedroom scene. Oh, how is this going to play out? I mean, normal, or is it going to go into something else? With Fuyu's warning still fresh in my mind, I spend the rest of the day replaying the past few days over and over in my head. From Mirai's increased skinship to her over-the-top attentiveness, and especially her not too subtle mentions of staying at my cabin indefinitely. All of this, in addition to Mirai's visit to my room, paints a clear picture. Fuyu was right. Mirari really does want to stay here with me. Not just as a resident of the cabin either, she seems to want more than that. But do I have what it takes to give Mirari what she wants? That's a good question, along with, would you also want her? Because a one-sided relationship done and solely just to, keep the one who's interested happy will eventually crash and burn and be bad for everyone involved. So there's two things you gotta figure out, really. I turn onto my side and close my eyes and Mirari's face comes to mind. I like Mirari. I really do. Okay, but like is a bit of a broad term. You need to kind of narrow it down a little bit. I enjoy having her here, and deep inside there's definitely a part of me which wants her to keep staying here with me. But I also know that if I do give in to her, things will not end well. Staying here would mean making Mirari abandon her friends and family. She'd be isolated, left only with me for company. If I truly cared about it, then could I bring myself to wish to fade upon her? Oh, and now we're moving into should I turn her away for her own sake thing? Because Durama. Addison, are you still awake? I was hoping to speak to you before you fall asleep. Brought back to reality by Mirari's soothing voice, I sit up to face her. I'm still awake. What's up, Mirari? Is something troubling you? Yes, you could say that. Can we possibly talk outside? I know, the unspoken understanding that Fuyu might be listening in such a small house. This is a really pretty background, though. I like it. Outside, the air is cool, but not overly unpleasant. Mirai leads us to a small clearing near the house. Satisfied that we're far enough out of earshot from Fuyu, Mirai turns to me. Addison, I don't know if you realize this, but these past few days I've been dropping a number of hints about staying here. Hints, she says. Hardly. There was nothing indirect or vague about her statements at all. Suppressing the urge to retort, I let Mirai speak. Addison, I don't want to inconvenience you, or to pressure you into making a decision. However, I don't have the leisure of waiting indefinitely while you decide my fate either. So, I want to ask you directly, right here and now. Addison, will you let me stay here with you here in this cabin? I bite my lip as Mirai's watery eyes bore into my skull as I struggle to answer her. Okay, is it going to give me an option here, or what? Or is this going to be based on my decisions or something? Well, I guess we'll find out. Truthfully, her question is one I don't have an answer to. Don't yet have an answer to. It's a serious question with equally serious consequences. It's something I need time to think about unless I do something reckless or irresponsible. Be that as it may, time is not on my side. Just as Mirai stated, she can't wait forever, nor can I expect her to. Mirai requires an answer sooner rather than later. Her pack needs to know if she will lead it, and Mirai must begin to plan the next stages of her life accordingly. Unfortunately for Mirai, however, if I am being forced to reach a decision right this second, then it won't be the one she wants to hear. I'm sorry, Mirai, but my answer is no. I can't let you stay here. I see. I apologize for asking such a selfish question. It was wrong of me to attempt to force myself on you like this. With her lips quivering and her hands clenched tightly, Mirai looks down at her feet as she fights back tears. Try as she might to put on a brave face, her disappointment's clear. I'm sorry, Addison. I'm so sorry. I've been nothing but a burden this entire time, and now that it's time to go, I'm trying to take advantage of your kindness once more. I truly am a detestable person. You're wrong, that isn't it at all. I grab Mirai's shoulders firmly and force her to let me look into my eyes. Mirai, you haven't been a burden. In fact, it's been a pleasure to have you here. Any human would be lucky to take you in. It's just, I'm doing this for your own good. Oh, there it is. I know about your situation back home and why you want to leave, but that's exactly why I can't take you in. Mirai, you can't stay here with me like this. You need to return to your pack before you've lost him forever. But you said that you're out here to be free, to get away from your family that expected so much of you. I know, and I'm sorry. In reality, the situations are not the same, Mirai. You have actual lives counting on you, while I gave up when things got too difficult. I ran away before I even tried to take over the company. I'll never know if it would have been too much for me or not. I'm not as strong as you think I am. Real strength comes from facing your problems head on. I'm not here because of freedom. I'm out here because I ran away. And I don't want you to make that same mistake. You're too kind, Addison. Even now when I'm troubling you so, you're still trying to spare my feelings. But you don't need to pretend anymore. If you simply tell me that you dislike me or do not want me around you anymore, I'll leave without a fight. Ah, jeez. Fine, have it your way. If words won't get through to you, then maybe actions will. Addison, what do you... Before Mirai can protest, I grab her shoulders and press my lips against hers. Forcefully, yet not so hard as to hurt her, I kiss Mirai, causing her eyes to open wide in surprise. Despite her shock, Mirai does not push me away. Addison. I try to pull back away from Mirai, but the moment I do, she wraps her arms around my back. Her surprise has turned into lust, and she isn't prepared to let me go so quickly. Addison, does this mean... Yeah. I like you, Mirai. More than anyone I've ever known in a very long time. Before I met you, I thought I was destined to live the rest of my life out here in solitude, far away from everyone and everything. But being here with you, Mirai, you've reminded me of the good that comes from being with the people. I wasn't just trying to make you feel better earlier, Mirai. I really have enjoyed your company. and I would be overjoyed to have you here with me from now on. But that's also why I have to let you go. Mirari's joyful smile turns into one of sadness and a heartbeat. No matter how many nice words I pile out, the end result is still that Mirari must go. Why? I don't understand. It's misplaced selflessness. That's what it is. If you care about me too, then why can't I stay here? Why can't we be together? Why? I don't answer. Instead, I move my head to kiss her cheek as she quietly sobs. Why do things have to be this way? All I want is to stay here with you, just as I have been until now. Why won't you let me? Once again, I kiss Mirari's cheek while I avoid making eye contact. Even without looking at her, I can tell that she's crying. Every convulsion of her body is transmitted to me clearly. I wish I was born human. Then I'd be free to choose my own life without worrying about the pack or about doing what's best for everyone. But more than that, if I were human, then maybe I could have been together with you after all. Well then. A few days passed by after my tearful nighttime discussion. Given them the process of what was said, both girls gradually returned to their usual selves, and we go back to how we were before our trip to the hot spring. Aside from the occasional sidelong glance, we returned to our previous dynamic of that incident. Come on, Prince, what's taking so long? Just pick a movie and put it in. I needed a minute. I've narrowed down my choice to 2 takes, and I'm having a hard time deciding on one. So watch one tonight and one tomorrow. It's not a big deal. Yeah, but... Oh. Addison, can we watch both of these tonight? No, you pick one, Ryu picks one. That's what we agreed on. Aw, no fair. Mirari sulks as she goes back to deciding which movie she wants to watch tonight. Sheesh. Mirari's acting more and more human by the day. I was right to worry about the negative impact of having the girls stay here. They seem to be getting just a little bit too used to human culture. At the way things are going, they really won't be able to reintegrate back into their pack. I leave the girls alone and walk into the kitchen. I then turn on the radio to listen for any changes in the weather and any plans to have the paths cleared. I enjoy having those two here, but we really do need to get them home sooner rather than later. The longer they stay, the more difficult it's going to be on all of us when they inevitably leave. After listening to the radio for a short while, I turn it back off. With a smile on my lips, I return to the living room. Oh well, no use worrying about it while the paths are still blocked. Once a clear route back to the girls' den is surfaced, then we'll talk. Addison, I've reached a decision. You have. About returning home? Uh-huh. Tonight we'll watch Rest in the Grasslands documentary, then tomorrow we'll watch this movie about the Man of Iron. Oh, you're talking about what we'll be watching. Alright, sounds good to me. Though I didn't pick you for a fan of superheroes. Superheroes? Yeah, that's the second movie you picked. It's about a person with a suit of high-tech armor who goes around fighting bad guys. Oh, is that what it's about? I thought it was an educational film about blacksmiths. Why would I even have something about that? I like that. In that case, I'll pick something else. I'm not fond of violence. Alright, you go down. That. I look down on my feet as I hear a crunching sound from below. When I raise my foot, I notice numerous crumbs of food on the rug. Mirari, I thought you already cleaned the living room today. Oh, yes, the food traps on the floor. My apologies, I haven't yet started to sweep those up. Sweep them up. Yes, I'll sort shortly, right after I picked in the movie. No, you don't have to sweep anything up with a rug, it'll be too difficult. Haven't you ever heard of a vacuum cleaner? Vacuum cleaner? Ah, never mind. It'll be quicker just to show you how it works. Oh, this is gonna end well. I head into the storeroom and find the vacuum cleaner tucked away in the back corner. And here we go. After making sure it's fully charged, I bring it back into the living room, turn it on, and... Yep. There we go. Addison, be careful, the thing is... Mirari walks backward to the kitchen, looking for a weapon to defend herself with. No, Mirari, settle down. This machine is... Another one. And this one managed to get into the cabin. Footprints behind me. I'll take it out. For you. Please be careful. It already has Addison cornered. I feel certain I might attack her. Not on my watch. The girl's coming at us again. And I know it was unsettles you, but it's just a machine. It won't hurt you. As we said with the last one, and it swallowed you whole. I'm not taking any chances with this one. Good grief. Oh no. Okay. You know what? I'll say this option for next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you then.